Lego just dropped Ollivanders and Madam Malkin's robe shop. Can you feel the hype? Yeah, it's a bit quiet. Why, you ask? Because there's a lot of Lego fans who already spent a sizable amount on the large Diagon Alley. So if you're not excited for this, I get it, but I am. At least I will be if Lego gets it right. We're gonna find out if they did, but for now though, let's look at the specs. Set 76439 contains both buildings and a total piece count of 744. That's around 9 pence per brick. Respectable. It's 19 centimeters tall, which is roughly 10 centimeters smaller than the buildings in the full Diagon Alley set. So you may be able to connect them together, but it may take a little bit of adjusting. The set comes in a new box design. Does anyone like them? I guess they could be useful for storage. In the box itself, you'll find 8 paper bags and a cardboard sleeve which contains 2 instruction booklets and your set of stickers. The front of the box displays both sets and all of its side builds, and the back of the box shows the interior of the building. Plus there's a little preview showing you how to combine the set with the Wizard Wheezy's shop. Let's look at these buildings one by one, starting with Madam Malkin's robe shop. Hope you're a fan of purple, because this shop is purple and it's oozing with personality. Everywhere you look, there's something going on. If you didn't know, Madam Malkin's is a famous wizarding robe shop. Harry gets his first set of robes here and meets Draco Malfoy for the first time. The face of the shop uses some really well placed masonry bricks, but the star of the show, all the purple accents, my favourite of which are these traditional bay windows. The double set of doors both open in opposite directions, and the surrounding archways are sleek as hell. I'm liking it. Fun fact, in the books, Hagrid can't fit through these doors and heads off to buy some ice cream instead. For funsies, I grabbed Lego Hagrid to see if he fits in the door. For signage, one sticker piece goes just above the lower bay window, and the badge hangs from the upper floor and can be moved left to right. Talking of stickers, I suck at placing them, so I do apologise if some of my stickers are more crooked than the Shrieking Shack. Actually, it's the stickers that let this set down. There's 2 more on either side with some pretty cool posters, but the top of the building is completely blank on the same wall. Yeah, I get that they're probably going to be covered, but it just feels a little bit incomplete. The interior of the set has some fun details though. A mannequin without a face print displaying some dress robes, and this is a cool little build of a checkout till. How many pieces is this for? That's impressive. There's stickers on either side of the walls. One looks to be a dress art with a Madam Malkin's flag, and on the other is a small rail to hang ties and scarves. The upper level is where you'll find most of the detail. There's another mannequin, this time wearing a Hogwarts uniform without any house printing. I'm guessing that's ready to be made up. That's a nice touch. A little top hat just above that, which is nothing special really, but these 2 fabric cloaks hanging on the wall in the Gryffindor and Slytherin colours are really cool. They do cover a sticker underneath though, so that's a bit of an interesting choice. On the left hand side is this sewing machine build, which strangely enough is one of the building's best features. That's a creative use of parts if I've ever seen it. Just above the sewing machine are pieces of fabric in the full house colours ready to be sewn, and a green flat cap up here which spins around. Guess they had to give us some play features, right? And finally, in the bay window is what appears to be a fez in a glass display case. Must be expensive. It's worth mentioning that there are 2 side builds here, including this sign with directions to Gringotts Bank, Quality Quidditch Supplies and Flourish and Blots. Hopefully this is a sign of sets to come. And quite randomly, you also build a little carriage with some flowers in. It does feel like it fits in actually, but I think the main purpose is to give this unnamed witch a bit of a backstory. The unnamed witch is one of 3 minifigures in this part of the build. Although she doesn't have a specific name, I'm pretty sure that this minifigure has never been seen before. Her torso is a basic but fitting green with some small printed details. She has a plain brown skirt piece and a matching hat and hair combo. The flowers she's holding just help to build a story, like maybe she's selling flowers outside of the robe shop. Included in this set, you'll also find another unnamed minifig. He's also pretty simple but effective. Lego have reused Pippin's torso from the Lord of the Rings Rivendell set here, which seems to fit in with the magical world quite nicely. What's unique about this minifig though is that he sits on this really nice wheelchair build. I think Lego have done a really good job here of making these unnamed characters quite interesting. And here is Madam Malkin herself, the first time she's ever appeared in LEGO, and somehow she's got more detail than most of the main characters get. Madam Malkin is wearing a really nice printed dress, which I suppose you'd expect from someone who makes clothes for a living. The torso is really well detailed, and I definitely appreciate the gold measuring tape around her neck. She's wearing the same hat piece as Madam Pince from the Chamber of Secrets set, but with a purple feather this time. They've also used a new darker skin tone here. You know what? I'm pleasantly surprised at how much effort has gone into making a character who gets no screen time in the movies. This minifig is flipping awesome. Before we head to Ollivanders, I just want to say that I'm dedicating a lot of time and effort into creating these videos, so if you're enjoying them, I would really appreciate it if you could like and subscribe. Your support means a lot and would greatly help me on my YouTube journey. Without further ado, here is the second half of the set. It's Ollivanders one shot. Definitely uses more pieces than Madam Malkin's and is the main focus of this set for the majority of people. The exterior again features masonry brick, this time in a darker grey to match the shop. Bay windows are much larger and there's more of them. I really like the yellow windows just as I did in the original Diagon Alley set, but I do prefer these newer bay windows. The full Diagon Alley set uses flat window pieces which left unnatural gaps between each part of the bay window. There's also another huge difference in that there are two extra bay windows at the top of the new Ollivanders building, which is a bit more accurate to the movies. For signs, there are two Ollivanders stickers on either side of the windows. I do think this is an improvement over the original Diagon Alley because that just had infuriating sticker gaps, didn't it? We don't get the sign above the door in this build as we previously did, but they do both have the circle badge that hangs from the building. I really like the small hatched window that just adds more character to the front of the building. Even though there's no actual roof on the building, LEGO's done a great job of making it look like there could be. When you look at this build from the front, the tan sloped pieces and flat plates create the illusion of a roof. Not only that, but LEGO have managed to create the famous crooked chimney piece, which is the perfect way to pull this build together. This is genuinely clever and I'm really glad this was included. Overall, just strictly from the exterior of the building, I'd say that the original Diagon Alley set looks better because it uses way more masonry bricks and is generally more beefier. On the inside though, the new one shot takes the cake. This is without a doubt Ollivanders one shot. From the messy shelving absolutely packed with different coloured one boxes, including this one that actually slides out, which I love to see. A checkout till is front and centre, but of course it's the ladder that we all love here. I was over the moon when I realised that it actually slides along these rails. Doesn't that just make you instantly picture the movie scene in your head? In this one shop there are two sidewalls that open out too and make this shop feel bigger on the inside. And yes, finally we have new ones. We've been asking for these for years and I truly hope that more of them will be used going forward. I've already seen plenty of theories about who these ones could belong to, which makes this magical LEGO world feel like it's actually part of the story. The way they're displayed here is very cool too, although I have to admit that building these sections is really not fun. It's just so repetitive and to be honest, I started to get a little fed up. On top of these shelving displays, there's also some neat little trellis pieces that allow these ones to just rest in the gap. Comparing the interior to the original Diagon Alley set, this is just way better for me. It actually looks and feels like Ollivanders, whereas the original set is just not quite as convincing. For minifigures, you of course get Garrick Ollivander, who's always looked amazing in LEGO, but this time he gets a new torso print which I absolutely love. There's a lot more detail, especially on the scarf. This is just a straight upgrade in my opinion, and I prefer the darker brown colour. I think my Ollivander is definitely going to permanently hang on this ladder, so I really hope he's feeling strong. The set also includes Padma Patel, who seems to have been added to introduce another future classmate into Harry's first back to school haul. Padma's the first minifigure to use a brand new skin tone called Sienna Brown. It's real nice to see her character again. She's only been seen once before in an advent calendar. Unfortunately, the torso has been reused from a Lighthouse set, set, and I'm not sure if this is the right choice for her character and age. And finally, Harry Potter is included in this set too, wearing his iconic unkempt shirt which he wears in his first trip to Diagon Alley. We've seen this minifig before recently in the Gringotts Bank set, but it's a minifig I'm definitely happy to have. So both of these buildings connect together with 2 Technic pins, and this is true for both sides. We know that the set is designed to connect with the Wizard Weasley shop, and hopefully we get some more sets next year that fill out that Diagon Alley street. A smaller scale Gringotts is a must have. I appreciate LEGO's effort to give Diagon Alley so much character and story despite this small scale. While there are some drawbacks compared to the original set, I personally prefer the smaller set as I can manage the cost and stretch the building experience over a longer period. I completely understand if you prefer the larger Diagon Alley set though, it's undeniably one of the best Harry Potter sets. I'd love to hear your preference in the comments, and if you want more reviews of the new LEGO Harry Potter 24 sets, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out. I'll be posting more reviews on the new sets in the coming weeks. In the meantime, why not check out my video on LEGO Harry Potter sets I wish LEGO would make. Until next time, thanks for watching.